stands 62 inches tall, weighing in at 185 pounds. Fighting out of Uzbekistan, Maxmud Murodov. And now introducing his opponent, fighting out of the red corner, a mixed martial artist holding professional record, 12 wins, 3 losses. He stands 6 feet tall, weighing in at 186 pounds. Fighting out of Rome, Italy, Murodov Di Chiriko. When the action begins, our referee in charge, Mikhail Birch-Olsen.
Referee Mikhail Birch-Olsen. Alessio Di Chiriko. And Maxmud Murodov making his UFC debut. First fighter from Uzbekistan to step onto the UFC canvas. They touch him up. Di Chiriko in green, Murodov in black.
The overhand. Both of these guys have got a wicked overhand right. And you can see Di Chiriko's trying to pat down that lead hand already of Max. He's trying to catch that lead jab and come over the top with that power right. He feints it again there.
Murodov on an 11-fight win streak, back-to-back wins over UFC veterans as well. When I caught up with him earlier this week, he was taking everything in his stride. He was very confident man indeed. Aligned with Floyd Mayweather as well, part of the Team Money team. This guy's got over like 600,000 Instagram followers. So a lot of support representing Czech Republic as well as Uzbekistan. That's where he hones his craft.
Ooh. Yeah, it's going to be the overhand right.
They're just going to trade overhand rights today.
So somebody falls down or gets taken down.
Yeah.
I've seen Murodov come out with a flying knee in the last 15 seconds of a fight, then follow up and win it as well. So
you mentioned his wins over UFC vets. His fight against Wendell Oliveira was a lot of fun to watch.
yeah.
And we know how good Wendell Oliveira can be on his day.
Oh, I like that little level change there.
Skimming lead head kick from Murodov.
But he did a fake level underneath, come over top with that left head kick. That was nice work.
I read an interview with UFC vet Carlos Ramola, who was talking about Murodov and saying that they have plans for him to drop a weight class. He got to 6'2". Talk about 2% body fat as it is.
Yeah, not sure where he loses that weight from.
No.
Although Paul's looking at him and thinking, yeah, get him to lightweight. Definitely got the mobility in this fight in comparison to his opponent as Murodov. Just that single right hand that Di Chiriko's got.
I think whoever decides to start following up more with the combos is going to have some success.
That's what I was talking about in the walkout. That one of these guys has to take the initiative and decide to go 2, 3, 4, 5 strikes in the combination instead of just that one. I like the movement from Murodov early. He's still doing, ones and twos a lot of the time. Maybe he's trying to feel out Di Chiriko in the beginning of the fight so he can measure that right hand and see where he's vulnerable to catch him.
That would be a good time for Murodov to level change too. Get Alessio to really open up with that big right hand. You see how he's wide, he swings and all his weight comes forward with it.
Yeah.
It'd be a good time to try to get underneath him and take him down. But both these guys right now just happy to swing bombs at each other. You can see Alessio winding up with that right hand. But he's not putting much of a setup out there for it. He's just waiting to counter with it. See right there, there's nothing, no setup behind that right hand.
Part of the Gloria fight team in Rome, Italy, is Manzo Di Chiriko. Blocks a big right hand from Murodov. Relaxed in there, smiling.
There's a spin back here, got of nowhere.
Oh, wow. Just missed, but Di Chiriko thought that he was going to be able to capitalize on something that wasn't there.
Really obviously reaching for the jabbing hand of the nice jab right. You see, as As Murodov moves in, you'll see constantly Di Chiriko reach for that jab in hand to try and catch him. He's bringing that a long way away from his face as a block in hand. Something that Murodov could potentially exploit if he starts to spot it.
I think for Di Chiriko, yeah, he's got to use that left hand to bait Maxmud into that right hand, right? If he can start slapping with his left hook, or like he just is there when he level change, nice takedown attempt. You know, that thing, nice work there.
That was almost celebrated though by Murodov as well. So they looked like they were expecting the takedown of the Italian.
Good head movement there on the way out of that.
Advantage. Definitely for Murodov,
right?
yeah.
He's expecting the right hand now, which allows him to be a bit more aware of what's coming back in his direction and able to slip out of the way of it. Di Chiriko's having the success when he's closing distance, when he's forcing Murodov against the fence.
Wobbled him, but apparently not.
Good block, actual head stand into me. Hands together. Takedown.
Crowd are getting behind it.
Breathe. Three times. Every time you have to do what I have to say. 5 to 3. You give him too much space. Close the distance. You have to advance. You have to advance more. Keep your hands up. Looking for the right hook.
Back live at the Royal Arena, Copenhagen, for this middleweight contest. Touch the glove. They get ready for round number 2. Di Chiriko opening up early with a leg kick. I get the feeling, though, that Murodov is starting to enjoy himself in there a little bit.
Yeah, I think he's starting to figure out the intentions of Di Chiriko as well.
Yeah, he's loose.
Right.
He's loose here.
Di Chiriko looks a little bit desperate with what he's trying to bring forward.
I think he needs more options.
Yeah, he wants that right hand so bad. But sometimes, and we say it over and over again, that's when it doesn't happen, right? When you're like, I'm going to keep seeking missile you with this right hand, it's going to knock you out. You never get it. It's the jab accidentally when the guy's coming in to touch him on the chin.
Well, we have seen him win by knockout here in the UFC, only Wale Bamboche. That was back. Yeah,
right.
Yeah, it wasn't the right hand, but that's back in December 2017. So a man that possesses that kind of power has always got it in his back pocket. He's never been knocked out himself.
Why can't he have it in his front pocket?
You can get in the way.
Take the wallet. Sometimes it's better to put it in
Can't run away from
it's better for your back.
Yeah.
Reaching left hook there from Di Chiriko. Murodov is able to just find his way out of range. I mean, that's one of the best shots he's been caught with, that low kick right there.
1-2 there by Murodov, but he lets Di Chiriko back into the center of the octagon.
Yeah, I think he's respecting that power. He's not being overly aggressive. But he's just definitely lighter on his feet, switching stances, moving.
I like that Alexia's going with that leg kick, though. That's 2 or 3 in this round that he's landed. Solid right on the thigh.
I'm just looking at the eyes of Murodov. He's like laser focused on the chest.
Yeah.
Section. See the feet from that position as well.
Yeah, that's where I look. I don't look them dead in the eyes. You can play tricks with people if they look in the eyes too much.
Look at that counter right hook then as Di Chiriko is moving forward. Maybe that's his counter to the overhand right. As Di Chiriko throws it, he's circling back, he's pivoting on his left foot and circling into a southpaw stance ready to throw his right hook. Let's watch out for that. He's done it a couple of times now.
Good mobile, Murodov.
on the outside wall.
Oh, man, throw a feint to that left hook. Caught him slipping.
Even if he threw the right hand a little straighter, I think he would have more success. There's such an arc to it. He's giving Murodov a window to escape.
And Murodov, on the other hand, is throwing it straight. He's throwing that left hook and then like a laser down the middle. Most of it being blocked by Alessio, but he's having more success at least knocking him off balance with him as well.
Who do you think is going to shoot for the first takedown?
Oh, I think Murodov's going to put a little change in a minute. I wouldn't be surprised. He's got a good power double. He would drive somebody right across the octagon if he closes the distance. That puts opened up a little further on Di Chiriko's eyebrow. Looks like it's
winding those shots up as well, Dan. Oh boy.
But he's hitting a lot of air right now.
Yeah.
My coach would have said to me, you might as well have sent me a letter or a postcard that you were going to throw that shot.
Now it will be a text message.
Too quick.
Snapchat.
We use pigeons now. Nice right hand over the top there from the Uzbekistan fighter.
That right hand found its way around the guard. He could do with adding a left hook to it, but it seems to be the last punch he can throw, the fullest extent of his reach from where his feet are when he throws the punch.
There we go.
There's the left hook.
Oh, mama. They are just in range. Swaying just out. Kind of on the edge of my seat here. It feels like something big's about to happen at any moment.
Oh, you just jinxed it. Oh! Oh, man, I thought that was it, John. That's not the high five
view. For my benefit.
No, I thought that was going to land.
That was a comedy call from Paul Felder.
I just woke everybody at home up. Get up.
Last few seconds in this round. Di Chiriko is chasing down Murodov. Back with round 3 after these.
We need a takedown. We need a takedown. Look at me. Look at me. You have to advance. You have to advance. You understand me? You have to advance. Closest is the back high kick.
Back in Copenhagen for the third and final round of this middleweight contest. It was a very spirited Italian corner for Di Chiriko. They wanted a takedown, which is quite interesting, but it would certainly change things up a little bit. You guys have been talking about a more varied offering.
I agree, but I think that needed to happen maybe earlier in the fight.
You need to make your opponent aware that there are several different strikes that they could be threatened with, and if you continue to reinforce through the first and second that really the overhand right is the only thing you have to concern yourself with, you start building an easy game plan to work around that. The reason that mixed martial arts is so difficult is because there are so many options. You know you only have to deal with one major thing. It's quite a relief, really.
I think they just put themselves back in position. I'm not sure exactly what happened.
Did. I think there was a couple knees where it looked like Alessio was complaining there was a groin strike, and the ref recognized one. They stopped for a second and then kind of just clinched back up.
Yeah.
The feints from Murodov still. Oh, that left hook landed.
That's what I think. Alessio needs here in the third round. I think he needs to stop it.
He's coming forward.
He's going for it, that's for sure.
He's launching himself into these shots.
Nice little elbow there from Murodov.
Oh, nice counter left there by Murodov.
Now he's established his jab. I'd like to see him start using that left hook as his lead punch. Because Di Chiriko is drolled out with a good right hand. That's the other thing as well. Is does Di Chiriko have the power to get the knockout with that one punch now?
That was a really good retraction of the leg by Murodov.
Left hook landed again for Di Chiriko.
Got to keep on that pressure. And now changing to an elbow, perhaps. This is his opportunity, but again, the corner after the takedown. But he's seemingly just trying to get into positions where he can do damage halfway through the round.
Just a little up elbow there.
He said in interviews that he's different to other UFC fighters. He's very complete. He's really showing he's not really showing us a multi-dimensional game this evening. Very strong, however. Good base. Met with like a brick wall there as Murodov tries for the takedown. Oh! Not with your chin high like that. Can't be caught stargazing against this guy.
Getting out of the way of the right hand, but now susceptible to the left hook, which Di Chiriko is starting to throw.
That's a good read that he's making now. Oh!
That brings it out. Manzo charges forward. Got double underhook.
Yeah, I like that the ref's letting the action happen here. Engaged right away. There was no real separation here, so if he would have put that in, he could have slowed the momentum down.
Murodov dropped his level. Countered.
Oh, that's a nice elbow.
Yeah, throw it in.
Really nice elbow on the break.
Didn't know who it came from. It came from Murodov. But Murodov's looking a little laboured here.
He is exhausted right now.
Oh, he's getting caught now.
Still a minute, 10 seconds left here.
Di Chiriko, surely he's getting that fire in his belly so he can smell that target.
Oh, there's that knee like you.
Much better strike count for Di Chiriko in this final round. He's more about the power than the high output. Got his chin check there.
But having more success since he started adding more punches to his combination.
These fighters both got a dig deep now for the last 30 seconds. Oh, counter right hand there. Really good for that knee. Came out the right side. Did Murodov. Oh, 20 seconds. Di Chiriko got something. Right hand, left hand. Murodov still smiling. He's done that before. There was no chin to attack though. Apparently that is the end for that fight. We have to wait for the judges' decision. guys, stick around for a recap of all the action from Copenhagen on the UFC Fight Night post-show here on ESPN+. Karen Bryant, T. Wood, Laura Sanko break it all down after the main event. Time now, however, to get it inside the octagon to Bruce Buffer.
Ladies and gentlemen, after 3 rounds, we go to the judges' scorecards for decision. All 3 judges scored this contest 29-28 for the winner by unanimous decision, Maxmud Murodov.